how's it going? This is Richboywayne, aka the Specialist of Opportunity. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 common mistakes that newbie wholesalers make. Remember, if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to see more content by me, hit that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and dive into this. So the number one thing I commonly see on real estate investing forums or talking with investors is that they don't find their buyers first. And what do I mean by that exactly? Well, what I mean by that is that a lot of gurus, I guess, will tell you that you don't need to find buyers first, that if you find a deal that's low enough, for the most part, you'll be able to just sell it. And that's true, but there's a caveat to that. And the caveat to that, they already have their buyers established. They already have a reputation. They already have a brand, and people know who they are. Of course, they can go out and find deals and market it to their buyers list because they already have an established brand. But you, on the other hand, you may not necessarily be able to do that. So my advice to you would be to go ahead and find your buyers first. This will help answer the question of what types of properties you need to buy, what zip codes, what areas, what price points, whether it be 2, 3, 4 bedrooms or 4 bathrooms or whatever. This will answer all those questions for you. A common thing that I also see is a lot of people asking, what do I need to buy? What do I need to buy? Do I need to buy 2 1s? Do I need to buy 3 2s? And the answer to that question is, it's whatever your buyers buy. Wherever your buyers are buying is where you need to be getting deals under contract. If your buyers are not buying properties in Smithville, for example, then you probably don't need to be getting things under contract in Smithville. I'm just saying. That's my first piece of advice right there, is to find your buyers first when you first get started. Now, eventually, you won't have to do that because you'll already be established and you can just send out deals and people will just buy them because they know who you are, they trust you, they like you, you've already built that reputation. So you can just go out and send out properties and make money. But if you're brand new getting started, you're not going to be able to do that. So that's number one. The number 2 thing I commonly see is people not building relationships with their buyers. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? I don't mean doing anything inappropriate or immoral. What I mean by that is that you need to be on a first name basis with your buyers. This is how the conversation should go.
Hey John, how's it going? This is Wayne. Hey, I got a good deal for you.
This is an example of how the conversation shouldn't go.
Hey John, hey, this is Wayne. We talked last month, and man, I got a great deal.
Is this phone dead? That's a lot of what's happening, and I see this a lot with new investors. They just want to just blast out properties to everybody, and I guess the gurus are teaching this now or something. I don't know. Think of it like this. If someone sent you an email saying they had an amazing deal in your hometown, you never heard of this guy, you never met this guy, you don't even know how this guy got your email, and this guy sends you this deal, are you going to go out and purchase that property? Probably not. But if your best friend sent you an email and said, hey man, I got this great deal, you'd probably check it out, wouldn't you? Because you already have that relationship. So that's all I'm trying to say, is that you need to be on a first name basis with these people. Don't just take people out to coffee and think that, oh, you're building a relationship. That's not building a relationship, okay? You know, hang out with them a little bit. Maybe go out and have a couple of drinks with them. Who knows? You know, you may find a business partner. I actually partnered up with one of my buyers in my wholesaling video, my first wholesale video, which I'll post here. Yeah, me and him partnered up, and that's how I learned how to wholesale and how to run a business too. So my advice is to build relationships. I cannot stress that enough. And I'm surprised more gurus don't teach that. Maybe because they don't actually, you see where I'm going with this. Build relationships with people. And people will love you for it. Moving on to number 3. So number 3 is another common thing that I see, and that is people having bad comps. Now I understand that sometimes you can have the best software and the best resources and still just have horrible comps. It happens to me sometimes. Every now and again, a bad one will just sneak into the bunch and they'll just mess my numbers up. But if you have one bad comp, that's usually forgivable. If you have a bunch of them, then people are kind of going to be like, yeah, I don't know about this guy. He may not know what he's doing. My advice to you is to pay the money, go ahead and spend the money, pay for a good comp service like CRS Data. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say this guy probably works for him. No, I don't. I don't get any money from promoting them. I just recommend them. I've used them and they're pretty decent, but they're also pretty expensive, and I get it. Okay? I was a new wholesaler. I know what it's like to be on a shoestring budget, and I understand. I understand the temptation to just go to Zillow or Trulia or Redfin or any of these other sites and look at their estimate and say, oh, look at the comps, it must be, the house must be worth blank because Zillow says it's worth blank. Zillow says the house is worth $100,000, so it has to be worth $100,000. Redfin says it has to be worth $300,000 because why would they lie? It's not that they're lying per se. They just have bad comps. I don't know where they get their data from. I don't know how they get their data. And to be honest, I really don't want to know. So my advice, if you don't have good comps, you don't have a good comp system, the best thing to use is the MLS. All of you out there know somebody who's a realtor. Do not give me that.
I don't know anybody that's a realtor.
You know somebody that's a realtor. Everybody's a realtor nowadays, okay? Everybody's a realtor. You can throw a rock behind you and find a realtor. If you don't know somebody, make friends with somebody. Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Read that book. That will help you a lot. Make friends with a realtor. Have them send you some properties, same zip code that your property's in, and see what properties they're selling for. You want to look for the sales in the last 3 months with the same bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage that your property has. Now, keep in mind that if you do this with a realtor, that you may want to give them something or refer a lead to them or something. Okay, don't just expect people to do things for you and not do anything for anybody else. That's not cool. Don't be that guy or girl. Don't be that person, okay? Take care of the people that are taking care of you. This actually ties into number 4 is marketing deals that are over the MAO, the maximum allowable offer. I don't know how these people are running their numbers, but if your own numbers aren't good, then I'm probably not going to respect you or read your emails. I'm probably just going to delete your emails, or I'm going to set up a rule in Outlook to forward them to the deleted box. Make sure that when you run your ARV that you're using good comps. Make sure that you're below the MAO. There you go. That's a slogan right there. I should make a t-shirt about that. You definitely want to be below that. And if your own numbers are bad, chances are that I'm not going to pay any attention to anything else you have to say. If you're providing me bad information, there's no telling what you're trying to do, You might be trying to scam me or something. I don't know. Make sure that when you present your deals to people, whether it be email, text message, whatever, that they are below the MAO, your maximum allowable offer. Keep in mind that the maximum allowable offer is the maximum that you want to be at when you're presenting your deals. Number 5 is kind of a tricky one, and that is a lot of wholesalers don't get the deal low enough. If you're marketing deals and you're wondering why no one's buying them, why no one's interested really in seeing your properties, chances are that you have it too high, okay? That took me 3 years to finally learn that. I started wholesaling in 2008, and I didn't do my first deal until 2011 because I was getting properties under contract, but I wasn't getting them low enough. I thought they were deals. They were well below MAO. What I think is a deal and what a buyer thinks is a deal is a different story. Sometimes as wholesalers, we can have good numbers, okay? We can have good comps. We can run good repairs. We can do all this stuff right. If no one buys your properties, no one's buying your contracts, then what good is it, What good does it do? So my advice is simple, and that is to make sure that you're getting your properties low. And just because you think it's a deal doesn't mean it's a deal. If you're marketing your properties and you're not getting a response back and you're not really hearing anything, no one's really saying anything, you probably need to go back and get it lower. And I guarantee you that if you get it lower in this market, people will buy it and you'll make tons of money because it's a hot market. Everybody's looking for deals, but everybody's a wholesaler. So if you don't do the 5 things that I'm talking about in this video, you should be good. You'll definitely stand out and you'll be able to close more deals and make more money. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.